Man. What's going on? What's going on, Coach Tyreek? I hope all is well. Happy Wednesday. No, sorry. Happy Tuesday. Ooh, it's been a long day. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope all is well. Just some Q&As for the night. As always, late night talks. If you have any questions about tumbling, it can be forward roll, backwards roll, back walkover, front walkover, handsprings, 2 round of handsprings, standing doubles, standing tucks, standing full, standing back handspring, whip to a full. Not sure what you are maybe working on, but if there are any questions, drop it down below. That's pretty much about it. So once again, if you have any questions about tumbling, it can be tumbling pass. Maybe it's a mental block. Maybe you're dealing with some frustration with your skill. I'm always here to break it down to the smallest piece possible. Maybe working on the handstands. Maybe working on a cartwheel. The only way for me to know what you're working on or what you're struggling with is is if you drop a question down below. If there is no questions being asked, as always, I will talk for just a couple of minutes about, I would say, a certain tumbling skill. All right, so I'm going to be dropping a video tomorrow on a standing, on how pretty much tips on a standing back handspring. I called it tips on starting a back handspring from scratch. So pretty much all throughout this video, I'm breaking down things that you can be doing in this skill. The first thing is I believe I talked about flexibility. In terms of flexibility with a back handspring, you want to make sure that you are doing stretches for your shoulders, you're doing stretches for your back, you're doing stretches for your quads, your hammies, and also building up the strength and the stability in your ankles as well too. So in terms of stretches for your shoulders, in the video I believe I talked about doing the puppy pose, putting your hands against the wall and taking your chin and leaning everything down. In terms of your back, doing the sill stretch. What else? That's pretty much about it. In terms of strength and conditioning for that skill, start the legs first. I believe I had squat jumps in there, regular squats, burpees. I think I put calf raises in there, like things like those. If we can work on building up our strength as much as possible, it will make the flip or the skill happen a lot easier, more consistent. The reason why that a lot of athletes have their froggy legs and their back handsprings is because those muscles, one, probably aren't activated enough, or two, we just need to get a little bit more stronger. I love drills. Drills are amazing, but if our body isn't strong enough to do the skill on the floor, then eventually it's going to put a toll on our body, meaning that if you've ever been in cheer world, you always see athletes walking around with the knee braces or maybe the wrist braces or maybe an ankle brace. And that's because our body is, well, that's because we're doing these skills and our body isn't strong enough yet. Now, do you have to condition? No. Do you have to get stronger? No. I'm just letting you know what I put my athletes through so they're leaving the sport with, they're leaving the sport with as less injuries as possible. I'm always pushing for longevity when we're throwing these skills throughout a tumbling career. So, talked about the strength conditioning, talked about, I talked about also strengthening upper body strength as well too. So just doing push-ups, pike push-ups, things like those. And that's pretty much it in terms of strength conditioning. From there, I talked about just tips on the skill. So if you're having issues with swinging in the skill, if you're having issues with swinging in the back handspring, I talked about that. If you're having issues with shapes for the skill, that's in there as well. And then at the end, I'm talking about tips on just doing the skill in general. So the first thing I talked about is sitting back into the skill. For that, you can do just let it a regular sit down to a mat. Sitting down to the red mat, also sitting and swinging. So I talked about sitting and swinging, having the arms behind your ears, jump backs. With the jump back, you're pretty much doing all three things: the sit back, the swinging, also the shaping, which would be holding your glutes up, and that's your arch shape. Talked about doing weight shifting in the back handspring, and also talked about the handstand snap down, rebound, and then I talked about jumping over a barrel. So for those who are in a gym and have the barrel, you learn the skill for the first time and don't have a coach to spot you every time, that's something that can be used. Or if you're a parent and you're having issues with your athletes, so you're having issues with your kid doing the back handspring, the barrel can be used as well too. But yeah, throughout that video, I'm talking about a bunch of things for the back handspring. So if you can, please like it, share it, and let me know how it is. I will be dropping that video tomorrow morning. Once again, tips on starting a back handspring from scratch. I'll be dropping that video tomorrow morning. So please like, share, and let me know how it is. That's pretty much it for sitting back handspring. I would say today in my class, I was dealing with the mini-minis. So we worked on back walkovers. So for those who are struggling with the back walkovers, before I leave for today, drills you can do. I would say the most important thing is, one of the most important things is squeezing your glutes. So if you're having issues squeezing your glutes, you can, if this is the panel mat, be in that crab position, walking your feet up, then back down, squeezing your glutes as much as possible. From there, work on your upper body strength. You can do push-ups, you can do pike push-ups, you can work on your handstand, you can work on crab walks, you can also work on being in a bridge and doing the same thing, walking your feet up the panel mat, walking down the panel mat. Another drill you can do is kicking your leg up and over the panel mats. And then also walking in a bridge and walking, I would say open the panel mat up and walking over the panel mat, then down the panel mat. What else? and then being in a plank position and walking your feet all the way up, then back down. It's just a mini circuit I did for those who are starting a back walkover for the first time. In terms of bent legs, you can do leg raises. You can also do calf raises, single leg calf raises, toe taps, doing a bridge with straight legs. So bridge, lift one leg up and hold, bring it back down, lift the other leg up and hold. That's pretty much it. So talked about video I'm dropping tomorrow. Please like, share, and let me know how it is. Also talked about drills you can do for starting a back walkover from, I would say, scratch. That's it for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow night on Late Night Talks for Tumbling. Bye-bye.